It's another day in the adventures of Tommy, the adventurer. And he recently, of course, lost his first battle to a gentleman and his glowing mouth. But now he's training because he knows that now that the first gym leader is the normal type specialist Richard, which is Kit's brother. So he gets very and knows he needs to train his bird, so he starts training his watrell. However, this time he doesn't use rare candies. He trains it normally. He trains it against wild Pokemon, and he turns it from a level 5 into a level. Hold on. He turns it from a level 5 into a. And trains it up to level 10. He also decides to give it a new move set now. That is leveled up. He looks through and eventually to see what moves that watrell can learn. And he eventually watrell learns the moves Peck, gives Fly, gains Feather Dance, and then Tommy replaces Thunder Shock with grabs the TM for Thunder and it replaces for Thunder Shock. He also decides to train up his Starly in the exact same way. Training up against wild Pokemon until it's a level 11 Starly now. So close to becoming a Staravia, but not yet. Still just a tiny little Starly. But soon. It's gonna evolve eventually, but not right now. Right now it's still a little Starly. And now and he also decides to upgrade its moveset. He gives it Fly, and he decides to replace the move Growl with Agility, keeps Quick Attack, and replaces Tackle. Replaces Tackle with the move Substitute. In the meantime, since he's getting his old team up, he eventually decides to give his Mimikyu finds the spell tag item and gives it to his Mimikyu to buff up that Shadow Ball attack that he had, of course, recently gotten. And he apologizes to Pyro and hopes that Pyro will now listen to him since it was disobedient and it led to his last loss the day before. So, without that team, Tommy gets ready. Kit convinces Tommy to go to instead of going to random battles, to go to a place called the Doubles Arena. A place where trainers can face off against each other to train their Pokemon up. Tommy just hesitates but then agrees to go to train his watrell and Starly in 2v2 double battles, hoping that it will help him train for the first gym leader. And he sets off eventually, and they find the doubles battle arena. And they search through it, looking for for people to battle. Tommy then eventually faced off against a black belt. Tommy sends out his Starly and watrell against the black belts Oranguru and Craballa in a doubles matchup. Tommy knows that his two birds can do damage to the Craballa, but he knows he needs to deal with that Oranguru. So he sets up some nice attacks and gets ready, knowing that he's going to have to do some quick moves. Eventually the battle officially begins, and Starly uses Quick Attack, while watrell throws some feathers at Craballa to lower its attack. Oranguru uses Side Beam, and Craballa uses the move Vice Grip. Starly is in the yellow by now and is severely hurt, but can still continue to battle. Tommy immediately decides to target the Orangaroo to double up on it. Starly uses quick attack, and watrell drops a thunder on top of Orangaroo, but Orangaroo fires back with a side beam, and Quabala uses rock smash. Tommy then chooses a smart idea. He orders both Starly and watrell to fly up into the sky. And while Starly takes confusion, they eventually fly up. Both of them fly up and avoid Quabala's vice grip. Starly and watrell, now in the air, get ready to soar down for big damage. Quabala is knocked out by a super effective fly, but watrell is knocked out. But Starly is able to take down Orangaroo down to red health. And with one last quick attack, Starly KOs the Orangaroo, and Tommy gets a win and boosts his confidence. He eventually, though, goes deeper into the thing and starts to battle a youngster. Tommy keeps his Starly and watrell out, while the youngster sends in 2 Jolteons, both at level 10. Tommy immediately has a strategy to alternate flies between his 2 Pokemon. While the Jolteons use Baby Eyes and Body Slam, watrell throws feathers and Starly flies up. Jolteon uses Baby Eyes and the other Jolteon uses Double Kick. Starly comes down with a fly while watrell soars up into the air, and they start the alternating fly cycle. Hoping to get chip damage on the 2 Jolteons. Both Jolteons go for double kick on watrell, but watrell flies down and avoids the attacks while Starly goes back up with the fly. Right. The Jolteons continue with their baby dolls and double kick tactics while watrell uses peck and Starly comes back down with another fly attack. They then decide to try, while Jolteons continue using baby doll eyes and quick and double kicks. watrell continues to throw feathers with Feather Dance, and Starly boosts its speed with Agility. Starly then gets a quick attack on one of the Jolteons, but both of them use double kick to put watrell into the red. But watrell counteracts by hitting one of them with a peck. Tommy decides to go for another double fly move. So he orders both of his Pokemon to fly into the air. However, watrell is KO'd by a double kick. Starly comes down, but is KO'd by a body slam by one of the Jolteons. And Tommy loses, but this time he's a lot more confident now. And instead of being sad that he lost, he confidently gets ready. As now he's ready to battle the first gym leader.